Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. I'm your host, Orion, super chill Orion, but you can feel free to call me Dansandoa or Danny or anything like that. I did not know Doppelgänger came out 32 years ago yesterday, and I forgot to make a video on it. And Curve is a very special band to me. Tony Halliday of Curve is just one of the special icons that I look up to, especially musically. This band has the most unique sound you can ever hear in a band. We have a lot of songs to go over, a lot of material to go over in this album review slash overview. So please sit back, relax, chill out with me for a few minutes of your time, and if you're not already subscribed, click that red button, turn on the notification bell, and become part of the Super Chill family. Now, let's get right into this review. Well, I kind of feel ashamed for not talking about Curve that much, because Curve has been my main influence for my music right now. Like, I can't really express it fully because I don't know how to play bass guitar and how to introduce synthesizer guitar and mix it very well. But Curve, Nine Inch Nails, and blah blah blah, whatever you got out of the industrial scene in the 90s, that's pretty much my music. It's really unique and very distinctive. Like, you can tell that this is Curve. This came from Curve. And then Garbage came along and kind of copied their style. But I still love Garbage. I have beautiful Garbage on vinyl, actually. I got that at Walmart recently, a few weeks ago. And I love both bands. You can't go wrong with this style. Curve originated it, of course. They were one of the originators of this unique shoegaze, grungy style. And Doppelgänger is their debut. So this is the first ever album Curve released. I did not get introduced to Curve through this album. I found this later, okay? I listened to Cuckoo first. So, Unreadable Communication, which is probably my favorite Curve song, or the second favorite Curve song. There's a song called Coming Up Roses and Alligators Getting Up off of their second to last album, I'm pretty sure. I can't remember what it's called. I think it was Come Clean or the other one, Gift. One of those two albums. Those are completely different sounding albums. That is leaning towards more of the grunge Garbage kind of style, the last two Curve albums. But when you go to their early stuff, like the really early stuff like Cuckoo and Doppelgänger, you're going to get a different variety of sounds, and you can tell that they're different production on these albums. Like, you got Cuckoo, which is a very dystopian future kind of soundtrack song, very trip hop, shoegaze, and grunge all in the same album. Shoegaze is a very popular genre back then in the 90s, and grunge was just at the peak, the all-time high in 1993. So, that's what you kind of expect. Now, there is games like System Shock 2, which is in the background here of my computer, which it fits well. Vampire the Masquerade, Buffy, Curve was in Buffy. It was the song, I think it was Chinese Burn, which is off their later album back in 1998, because that's the time Buffy came out. Yeah, it's a very deep concept of an album, or a band, really, that I can talk about. I'm just throwing words out there, okay, at this point. I love this band's sound, and everybody needs to listen to the first two albums by Curve. I can tell you my favorite song on this album is probably Split into Fractions. That one is just, it is so incredible. Especially the Peel session, John Peel session. John Peel is no longer here, but in 1992, 94, I can't remember what year, but Curve did a Peel session with him, and Split into Fractions is just, it's mind-melting how good that bass, that guitar riff, it just blows my mind how great a guitarist, I don't know who the guitarist is in Curve, I think there was a couple, but the main sound that you get from it is very like a Nirvana kind of guitar riff thing, but with more, you know, like flanger, chorus, all that stuff, and it's very awesome. It's just awesome, okay? I could probably look it up who the guitarist is right now, because I know Tony Halliday actually played a guitar, not in Curve. I don't know if she did or not. She probably did, but there is a band called, it was Leftism Original. She played guitar in Leftism, which was a couple songs, I'm pretty sure, or just one song. But she did play guitar, and it was pretty awesome. She used a Charvel Surfcaster. That's what I meant. One of my dream guitars now. You can't get the real thing unless you want to pay out big time bucks, which is like $3,000 or something like that, which is a typical guitar price. But what was I going to go? I was going to look up the Curve guitar player. Dean Garcia, which is the main, like, other part of Curve. You have Dean Garcia on bass, guitar, drums, and programming. And Tony Halliday wrote the lyrics of the songs, and, you know, they shared counterparts, but I don't know the other guitar players very well and the other members of Curve, but they are very important. Yes, Dean Garcia was the second part of Curve. I did not really think of the other members very well, but I know that you have Debbie Smith, Alex Mitchell, Rob Holliday, Steve Monty, and Stephen Spring, which they were playing guitar, 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 drums, and drums. That is all the members of Curve in the past that I wanted to go over. But do I recommend you pick this one up on cassette, CD, vinyl? It really doesn't matter. And so Curve re-released, which I don't think it was Curve, it was UMG or whatever, whoever owns the rights. Music on vinyl is actually, they repressed Doppelgänger and Cuckoo, and a few other things are also getting re-released, repressed on CD and all that. I wanted to get this on vinyl, Cuckoo as well. It came at a time where I was desperate to get the album, and then I didn't realize they were going to do it. They were going to re-release it on purple vinyl, or whatever color vinyl it is. That goes for Cuckoo and Doppelgänger. Doppelgänger was going to get released on an orange vinyl, which it did. Both of them got re-released, and I'm going to buy them eventually. This goes for every band that I listen to. they're getting re-released on vinyl, especially Days of the New. All of them are on vinyl now. But I can't buy it because I'm broke, unfortunately. But they're out there now, and I just wanted to talk about that. It's a disappointing thing when you really want to buy an album and you don't have money. But you can get all of this on Bandcamp. Anyway, the Curve albums are all on Bandcamp, all the singles, the B-sides, the bootlegs, and all that stuff. And that's how I listen to Curve. I just go on Bandcamp, go and listen to it. I did download some of them, like bought a few singles. I don't have all of them, just a couple. Just the ones that I really like Unreadable Communication, stuff like that. But yeah, I just wanted to talk about Curve for a little bit and just, you know, come back on the channel, talk about something interesting. I really appreciate everyone coming to the channel and watching the channel, and hopefully I'll upload more often than not this year. My birthday is coming up in a few weeks from now, so expect something, you know, for my birthday. But anyway, I am Orion, Dansandoa. Thank you for watching, and I hope you are all staying super chill. I'll see you in the next episode of The Orion Show.